follow the tradition that we have upheld for generations.
Saint Anthony, the saint you pray to when you lose your car keys? I want to see the prayer.
Me too.
Amen.
All right, Say a Little Prayer is out now and stars local actress Vannessa Vasquez. Filmed in San Antonio, the romantic comedy also features multi-platinum artist Luis Fonsi in his acting debut. Vannessa Vasquez joins us now with more on the film. Vannessa, it's so nice to meet you by Zoom here, and you got to fill us in on your background. I love that you're on the big screen and you have a robust credit list when it comes to your acting titles, but you were born just down the road in Galveston.
Yes, I was born in Galveston, but I was raised in Richmond, Texas, which is right outside of Houston. So yeah, Houston is home to me.
Houston is home, and I know you have family in Mexico where you're joining us from now. You spent a lot of time in LA. So a lot of people might ask, how does a girl from Galveston and then Richmond end up working in Hollywood? It turns out you actually studied at a prestigious acting school in Los Angeles.
Yes, I did. I was actually doing theater at the University of Houston and local community theaters around town. And then I just, after I graduated, I really wanted to pursue acting on in television. And in order to be in the lead characters and the lead roles at that time, you had to move to Los Angeles. So I just kind of, I'm not going to say it was very easy. And it was just, one day I just decided and I packed. No, it was like, it took a lot for me to believe in myself, to believe in my dreams, to believe that our dreams are real, right? And there's a calling there. So yeah, I told my mother, I said, you know what, I'm not happy. I don't feel like I'm living my purpose. And I believe that my purpose is in Los Angeles and I want to study at a great acting school. And, she gave me her Mexican mother blessing and she said, well, God be with you.
Wow.
And it took off. Yeah.
I think that's really cool. You followed your heart. You followed your inner compass. Let's talk about Say a Little Prayer, which was shot entirely in San Antonio. I loved seeing all of these iconic spots when I looked back and watched the trailer. Hotel Emma, which is so beautiful. Recently, we're there for a wedding. What was it like for you to shoot this film entirely in San Antonio?
Well, I think ever since I read the script, I remember actually I was in Puerto Vallarta at that time on a family vacation, and they sent me the script to read it. And my mother tells me, she's like, right away, read it tonight. I know it was her birthday weekend. She said, I know it's my birthday, but I want you to read this tonight and let them know by tomorrow. And I was like, okay. So I read the script and I just had chills all over my body. I just felt like it resonated so much with our culture. And it was so beautiful because it was about believing in love again. And the cool thing about the prayer is that it's a prayer to Saint Anthony, which is San Antonio. And people don't know that Saint Anthony or San Antonio is the state that you pray to find lost things or find the love of your life. So I thought it was such a magical thing that we already know San Antonio is, especially if you're from Texas, that it's such a romantic city, but we don't really know why, right? And I thought that, I think it was a beautiful thing to share with the world, right? About believing in love, having faith in it, that you deserve it. But more than anything, showing our culture to the world. We don't often get to see American Latinos or Tejanos in Texas in rom-coms or as leads in movies or TV shows. I think the last time and the only time we've ever seen it is in the series Selena. Wow. And that story. So I thought it was incredible how people were embracing our culture and wanted to share with the world.
Yeah, that's really beautiful. We saw clips, by the way, of Luis Fonsi, who was just on Houston Life a few weeks ago. He, of course, a lot of people know him as the singer from Despacito, global, international superstar. And this was his acting debut. And what was that like to work with someone who'd never been on the big screen?
Yeah, it was he's done soap operas in Mexico. I think somewhere in Latin America, but
his theatrical debut, I should say.
Yeah. And so he was so creative, he's so open. You could tell he's a professional all around, right? So, and even not just him, but Angelica Maria, she's an icon of Mexico, soap opera actress, but they were all just so incredible to work with. They had a hunger to learn and to reinvent things, to be creative and to be spontaneous and at the same time have fun, which is having fun on anything that you do is essential, because if not, then why are you doing it, right? And you can tell when you see the movie that we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it looks like it. And before we let you go, give us just an idea of what's happening in that scene where we're seeing all of you pray. The premise of the film, I think, it's a great hook, because essentially you're gathered with a bunch of ladies and you're saying a prayer to do what? To try to conjure up maybe your long lost husbands. Is that right?
Yeah, so my grandma pretends that she's dying, and she gives me this prayer. She said, "You must say this prayer. It's my last dying wish. I want you to get married." And so there's like this family pressure. And then I take it to my friends, and my friends also have this pressure of like, I want to find love, or I need to find love. And then we realize it's just something that we really want to do, right? We want to find love. So we say the prayer to Saint Anthony in hopes that we find the love of our lives.
Oh my gosh. Leave it to grandma to pretend she's dying. That's very, very funny. Vannessa.
Right? The guilt trip.
The guilt trip. Vannessa, thank you so much for spending time with us today on Houston Life. Have a fantastic holiday with your family there in Mexico, and we hope to see you right here in Studio B very soon.
Oh, thank you. You too. It's good to see y'all again.
Thanks so much. Vannessa Vasquez, Say a Little Prayer is out now in select theaters. We have provided a link to learn more about the film. And Vannessa, just visit our website, HoustonLife.tv, and you know what to do. Look for that scene on Houston Life section.